is Kat, and today I want to talk about the TV shows I'm planning to watch this fall. So as much as I love books, I also really love television. And this fall is looking to be a very good season for the television. You know, summer is all about those Netflix binges, but now it's fall, and all my shows are coming back, and I'm just so excited. I do watch a lot of television, or at least I'm planning to in the coming months, I wanted to say, but I should say eternity, because let's be real here. So I have a list here of 17 shows that I'm planning to watch this fall, and that's not even counting the 7 or so that aren't coming back until next year. So yeah, lots to talk about. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start with Monday, and I'm gonna start with Castle, because it's actually coming back tonight, and by the time this video goes up, I will have seen the season premiere, and I love Castle. It's such a good show. I love how it balances the gritty episodes and like the light, funny episodes, and then Nathan Fillion, I love Castle, and I'm so happy I get to watch a new episode tonight. Also on Monday, I will be watching Supergirl, which I don't think comes out until October, but the premiere episode did already leak online, and I may or may not have watched it, and I possibly would have enjoyed it if I watched it, and I can't wait to see how the rest of the season plays out. Hypothetically. Of this list of like 25 shows, I think there's like 8 of them that are superhero based off of comic type shows, and I love them. I love the superhero TV, and this fall season is like just looking hella good for the superhero shows. Moving on to Tuesday, I will be watching The Mindy Project, which I was so mad when it got canceled and so happy when Hulu picked it up. And it's actually already started, and it's still so good. I just watched the season premiere and I loved it. It made me cry and laugh, and I'm so excited that Mindy is still in my life. Then I have here a new show that I'm gonna be checking out, and that is Scream Queens. It's a Ryan Murphy show, and it has a lot of actors that I really like, and it just looks fun and campy in a good way, and I can't wait to see what this is all about. Then I will be watching Jane the Virgin, which I was pretty hesitant to start last year, but it was so highly recommended that I decided to check it out, and the first episode had me hooked. It's such a good show, and I feel like not enough people are watching it, so watch it if you haven't. Jane the Virgin. It's fantastic. Tuesday is a very good day for those superhero comic book type shows I was talking about earlier, because I have 3 of them here. First is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is going into its 3rd season, and I just love this show. Admittedly, it's not the best show for the casual viewer, but if you are willing to watch all of the episodes in order, the payoff is so worth it. This show is fantastic. Also, Flash, which I was just intending to like check out a little bit last year, but it ended up really exceeding my expectations, and like Flash season 1 was just such a solid season of a TV show, and it left in a fantastic place to like lead us into season 2, so I'm really excited about that one. And then there is iZombie, which is another show that I wasn't really planning to watch, but I gave it a shot and I ended up loving it. It's funny and clever, and each episode is strong, but the overall like story arc of the season is even stronger, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. I realize I'm saying that a lot, but like as I'm going through this list, I'm remembering where each finale left off, and I'm really excited about this fall TV lineup. Like, it's gonna be good stuff. Moving on to Wednesday, I have here Arrow, which is another superhero show that I just absolutely love. With this show, the previous season didn't really end in a cliffhanger spot, so I don't have a ton of theories about where we're going in this next season. Arrow just consistently delivers, and I'm so excited to see what they deliver this time around. Then I have here Supernatural, which I'm finally caught up on. I just caught up on Netflix over the summer, so I get to watch the season premiere when it actually premieres, and I'm pumped about that. I love Supernatural. Like, I forgot how much I loved this show, but my binging of the previous like 2 or 3 seasons over the summer just reminded me how wonderful this show is, and And now I'm so pumped to get back into it and to actually be watching it live. I'm also planning to check out this new season of American Horror Story. I really liked Coven, but I wasn't a huge fan of Freak Show, so hopefully this season kind of brings back the awesomeness of Coven. Also, Lady Gaga's in this one, so I gotta watch it. And then I have here America's Next Top Model, which is currently airing, and I'm currently watching and all caught up. I have seen every single season of America's Next Top Model, so I keep going. I keep watching it. ANTM is the only reality show that I consistently watch. So, yeah. There's that. Moving on to Thursday, I am so excited for How to Get Away with Murder to return. You know, there were some really solid shows that premiered last fall, but I gotta say, How to Get Away with Murder was probably critically the best one. I loved Flash, I loved iZombie, I loved Jane the Virgin, but How to Get Away with Murder was just so good. Just the acting and the story. The show is so high quality. I love it. Then I will be watching Bones, but it's not gonna be a huge priority for me. At this point, I'm really watching just for the characters and the actors that I like, because the stories aren't always the strongest, especially when you compare them to some of these awesome plots that are happening in these other shows. But I'm attached, so I'm gonna keep watching as long as they keep making episodes. And then I will be watching Heroes Reborn, which I'm really excited for, but I'm trying to tamper it down because I don't want to get my hopes too high. But my hopes are kind of high. I loved Heroes, at least in the early seasons, and this is looking promising so far. I'm definitely willing to give it a shot, and I hope it lives up to its former glory, because that would be wonderful. Moving on to the weekend, there's not a whole lot of shows on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I grouped them all together, and I actually only have 2. There's Doctor Who on Saturday, which actually just premiered, and I haven't seen the premiere episode yet, so I gotta get to that. Then on Sunday, there's Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I love. I think it's a super funny show. Every episode has me laughing out loud, and I'm really excited to see it come back. So those are the shows of fall 2015, and now I briefly want to talk about the mid-season shows that aren't premiering until 2016. So first up, I gotta talk about New Girl, which I was so shocked to see it wasn't airing this fall, but it's understandable because when your lead is pregnant and you don't want to write that into the show, you have to schedule around that. It is nice to hear that New Girl will air pretty much weekly once it does come back. We won't have any long breaks between episodes, but I love New Girl. It's hilarious, and I'm kind of bummed we have to wait another 4 or 5 months to get back to it. Also, I am so very frustrated that I have to wait for the new season of The 100. In my last video, where I talked about the TV shows I watched, I had not yet watched The 100, and a lot of you guys recommended it to me, so I checked it out, and I fell in love. It's one of my new favorite shows. It might be my #1 favorite currently airing show right now. It's that good to me. It just consistently blows my mind, and I love the world and the story and all the character development. It's so good, and I hate having to wait for it, but I have so much faith in the writers of The 100 and just everyone who works on that show. I'm sure it'll be amazing and worth the wait. Then I have here 2 more superhero shows, and I think both of them are technically considered spin-offs. Agent Carter is coming back for a 2nd season, and I'm so pumped about this because the first season, it was more like a mini-series, was so good, and it was so up in the air about whether or not we were gonna get a season 2, but we're getting a season 2. We're getting 10 episodes. It's gonna be in LA, and I loved Agent Carter. I love it. Then we're getting the DC spinoff, Legends of Tomorrow, with some characters from Arrow and Flash. Now, I don't know a lot about this one, but it's connected to other shows that I love, so I'm definitely gonna be checking it out. And if it's anything like The Flash and Arrow, I'm probably gonna love it. And finally, I must mention Outlander and Game of Thrones and Orphan Black. Even though I have no idea when these 3 shows are returning, I'm still very much looking forward to their return. Game of Thrones especially, because even though this last season wasn't the best, now we are all caught up with the books and like, I am ready for shit to get cray. ZR. Because it was already pretty cray. But yeah, I think that just about does it. Those are all of the television shows I'm planning to watch this fall. Please leave me a comment and let me know which of these shows you're excited for, or which shows I did not mention that you think I should maybe check out, and I might do so, even though, let's be real, I have a pretty full television watching schedule as is, but I'm always looking for more. That's not true. Please help me. But yeah, that is gonna be it for this video today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great night, and I will have another video up soon. So I will see you then. Goodbye!